So today, lads, we're going to be talking a little bit about Candace Parker. And we're going to be talking a little bit about what she has been saying the last while, for the last year, and what people just refuse to, refuse to admit. And it's not people in general. It's, it's one very specific group of fans. Because let's not forget, all she said, by the way, the worst thing that Candace Parker has ever said about Angel Reese is that she's on the same tier as Cameron Brink. That is the worst thing she said. Angel Reese has reposted hate tweets about Candace Parker, retweeted the she stole your vet and you're just jealous of her, has accused Candace Parker of being jealous of her, refused to celebrate Candace Parker's jersey retirement. And yeah, all of that obviously happened. And now we're at the stage where it's kind of just gotten a bit ridiculous all around. It's kind of gotten a bit ridiculous. But let's just hear about this. And apparently they've now doubled down on, attacking Candace Parker. And listen to what Candace Parker is saying. Let's take a listen.
There's got to be critique. I think for so long, women in sports that are covering it in media have had to uplift the game and sell it in so many ways. And now the product is speaking and holding its own. In the words of James Baldwin, because I love America so much, I have the right to critique it. And with that being said, I think I love women's basketball so much, and all of us do. So we have the right to critique it, not demoralize it, not diminish it, but actually say what's going on and be honest and be real and have those conversations and have those debates. Have your opinion. I have my opinion. I think it's great we can disagree. Some people have Michael as the GOAT. Some people have LeBron. Those are adequate discussions. But I think it's also the fans within women's sports that need to understand that when people are...
And this is the biggest thing. People started attacking her family because she said Angel Reese is a tier below Paige Bueckers as a player. That she's the same. And by the way, do you realize that Candace Parker has literally said that Angel Reese could potentially get into the conversation of being an MVP caliber player? That is literally what she put her down with Cam Brink and is she has the potential to be an MVP caliber player. And because of that, and that's one of those things where it's Angel Reese herself has fed into that narrative. And one of these things where it's when it comes to Angel Reese, I tweeted out and I just realized I just randomly got blocked by Angel Reese. I'm okay, what was the last thing I said about Angel Reese on Twitter? I was I don't think that I've said anything bad about Angel Reese in a long time, or said anything in general about Angel Reese on Twitter in a long time. And what it was I made an entire tweet, and it was a tweet listing off basically all of the WNBA players' strengths and weaknesses. I was and it was the last time I mentioned Angel. And then I was because it was about 2 or 3 days after I tweeted this out. It was about 2 or 3 days after I tweeted this out, and I got blocked. And maybe it could have been an automatic thing if you say Angel Reese and layups. Where did I tweet it out? But I said something was Angel Reese generational rebounder, elite defender when she wants to be, but she's bad at layups. And that was the last time I got blocked. I may have been blocked, that and a tweet about Angel Reese dunking on Olivier Ryu in 2K. That might have been it, but it is at the stage now where I'm not joking. The only fans that attacked me for that were Angel Reese fans. Even the Paige fans didn't attack me. It was literally me roasting every single WNBA player. Going over every single WNBA player's strengths and weaknesses. Being these players are basically just to say, these players are not perfect. It is, it's one of these things in basketball where a player is, most players have some flaws. Caitlin Clark has flaws. We know Caitlin Clark has flaws. But you're not allowed to say Angel Reese has flaws, otherwise you're racist. Or you're pandering, or you are the last 4 letters of the animal raccoon in Candace Parker's case. I'm telling you, if Candace Parker said Angel Reese needs to work on her finishing, Angel Reese would attack her on would retweet stuff on social media. And like, let's be real. There is nobody more petty. After Angel Reese was suspended for that one game, and which was bullshit, by the way. Suspending her for half a game. That was bullshit. Like, I actually agree with her. That was fucking bullshit. But like, she literally brought somebody. She brought somebody down. She got her team to pick a random person in the crowd wearing a Free Angel t-shirt and brought her courtside so that the bench were directly looking at a fan saying Free Angel, her teammates. And I'm like, that is petty shit. That is petty shit. And it's like, you're looking at this from Candace Parker. This is for Angel Reese, Paige Bueckers stands who swear that Candace Parker's a hater. You choose who to critique. I've never seen you critique Caitlin Clark. She's critiqued Caitlin Clark plenty of times. I think everyone's had. And she had a horrible season. She was injured. If you're going to critique Caitlin Clark, critique her based on her fucking rookie season, which there is plenty to critique Caitlin Clark from. I don't think people understand that. It's like, people can critique Caitlin Clark when it comes to basketball. We hear Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops, and Suber criticize players all the time who I've never came across. Hey, Cheryl Swoops said Caitlin Clark is 25 years old, beating on 18-year-olds, shoots 40 shots a game, and she shoots 40 shots a game, so she averages 30. And not only that, Cheryl Swoops has called Caitlin Clark a bully. Cheryl Swoops in a derogatory term. Gilbert Arenas tried to say Angel Reese a bully in a positive term. Like in a, like, look, she's bullying these vets. Like, and then Cheryl Swoops just goes, hey, Caitlin's a bully too. In a negative term, it's like, Cheryl Swoops couldn't even understand that there is a different, like, you can very much call someone a bully in a term of endearment, as in, like, Shaq was a bully as a positive. Or you can say Draymond Green is a bully in a negative. Like, they're two different, like, depending on the context, they're two very different things. And you can't even spell Cheryl Swoop's name correctly. And this is the maddest thing. Like, you can't even spell Candace, like, Sue Bird is a snake. Lisa Leslie can't ever critique Angel. Lisa Leslie won't critique anybody. Lisa Leslie is like, Lisa Leslie is like, she is the vet. Like, she will help anybody. She will promote, like, hype anybody. Lisa Leslie is the gold standard. She is the fucking, like, she is the vet. Like, you will never hear me say a negative word about Lisa Leslie, the human. But, like, Lisa Leslie's not a basketball analyst. She's a color commentator who's a hype woman. And that's fine. That is fine. But, like, to compare Cheryl Swoop, by the way, all Candace Parker did was compare Angel Reese to Cameron Brink. And I think that's bullshit. I think that's dumb. But, like, it's equally as dumb as saying Chelsea Gray's better than Caitlin Clark. Like, there's as much of a gap between Angel Reese and Cameron Brink as there is between Caitlin Clark and Chelsea Gray. Like, both of them are, there's a big gap in both of them. And ironically, Candace Parker said Chelsea Gray is better than Caitlin Clark as well. I think that's dumb. Candace Parker said Kelsey Mitchell will want to leave the Fever last year. Like, to say Candace Parker is this pro Caitlin person because he's on a podcast with Leah Boston is crazy. Not giving Swoops same energy, straight epoxy. Swoops literally just lie. And that's the thing where it's like, it's respect Cheryl Swoops. Cheryl Swoops just blatantly lied. Cheryl Swoops blatantly lied, refused to apologize, went on to Caitlin Clark, said she only broke the record because she played 5 years and it wasn't a real record, diminished everything Caitlin Clark has done, and then text Caitlin Clark to say, oh, I'm sorry, I got mixed up with COVID years, not talking about anything. Had Iowa fans releasing a t-shirt saying, don't be a Cheryl, and about Cheryl Swoops, and they cried racist when Iowa tweeted out a bio being like, Caitlin Clark, age 22, years played in college 4, games played, points per game, shots per game 20. And it was like it was basically an anti-Cheryl Swoops thing. And they accused Iowa of racism by posting Caitlin Clark's true stats and just not letting her lies go. Like, it's madness. And this is like, and I mean this when I say this to Candace Parker, is that the ironic thing about this is that these aren't fans. These people that are attacking Candace Parker and that want Cheryl Swoops, like, they're not fans. They're not watching games. They're not watching Unrivaled. They're not actually, they might watch Unrivaled if Unrivaled comes to town, but they're not fans. They're not fans. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.